Hello, everyone. Tea Time Tuesday. I'm starting a little later because Tea Time Tuesday, because I actually went live in my business page and I wasn't able to share it here, and I didn't want you to miss out on this, what I believe, a very important message, my human service announcement for today. All right, guys, here's the deal. And this is a big deal. This is a big friggin' deal. In this month, or any time, frankly, somebody is suffering. If somebody is suffering, if somebody's in pain, if somebody is in grief, if somebody is just challenged, we need to be mindful of what we share with them and how we share with them. I'm going to get really specific. So here we are in the holiday season. And like I said, this pertains to any time of year, but particularly in the holiday season when people are feeling more lost than usual, noticing they're alone more. Maybe their partnership isn't where they want it to be and they're feeling lack of love. The kids maybe aren't coming home for the holidays. Maybe you're feeling the loss of your children. Or maybe you're just not partnered and you're feeling alone in this holiday season. A lot of stuff can come up. And I'm going to share a little bit about me. This is a vulnerable share for me. I haven't, as a lot of you know, I haven't seen or spoken to my son in over 6 years. It's a pain I hope no one ever experiences. And as I was telling somebody recently who actually lost his son, this is different in the sense that, my God, I'm so grateful that my son is alive, but the loss is the loss. You know, this is like I have a taste of what he's going through, and I have a smidgen of hope that I'll see my son again. But at the end of the day, I haven't seen or spoken to my son in 6 years, and here we are in the holidays, and it hurts, you know. The memories hurt, you know, thinking about all we experienced when he was growing up and how he's not here with me. It's really painful. So I walk a pretty strong spiritual walk, and I have really strong beliefs around he's on his path and I'm on my path, and this is divinely orchestrated. But you know what, guys? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? If I'm hurting and I even believe, truly believe that this pain of mine is divinely orchestrated, I don't want somebody telling me to create a vision board. I don't want somebody telling me to list 5 things I'm grateful for when I'm in my deep pain. I know that you mean well, you spiritual people, you loving people, and I offer to you that timing is everything. And in this month of present giving, give the greatest present of being present. Be present. Be present for the people that are suffering. Be present with what they need. I invite you to listen deeply, because they may not want to hear about your spiritual gratitude list. They might need to just have a safe place to be heard, to be held. Hey, Andy, hope to see you tonight. Thank you for being here. In this time of year when people's hearts are heavy, I invite you so strongly to be mindful of what you say to them. Because I got to tell you, in my moments of deep pain and sorrow with the loss of my son, I don't want to friggin' hear, write a gratitude list. I'll slap you. You want to be slapped? I'll slap you. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. It hurts when someone tries to get me out of this very true place that I'm in. There's spirituality, there's like being a spirit, and then there's being human. And right now, being a human being with this beating mommy heart is challenging for me. Like a lot of other people out there, being a human being and being challenged at this time of year of not being with a loved one is painful. It's painful. And so I implore you to be mindful of your words. In fact, don't be mindful, be heartful. Come from your heart. What does your heart want to say to this person? you might want to tell this person, oh, try this or try that. That's your head thinking. Your heart might say, wow, this is heavy. Wow, this person is hurting. Wow, her son is not in her life. And you may not know what to say. Guys, you may not know what to say. In fact, I have people that don't ask me about my son anymore because they don't want to hurt me. They don't want to upset me. And I get it and I understand that. But he's still alive. And I do know some things about him. And it hurts. But you know what hurts more is not sharing the fact that I miss my son and I hurt. People that are hurting need to be heard, need to be listened to, need to be held. So in this holiday season, if you bump up against somebody that's struggling, or if you know somebody who's had a big loss this year, like people have lost parents and dear friends and children, there may not be any words. In fact, there aren't. I got to tell you guys, there's nothing you could say to take the pain away from loss. There's nothing you could say to me that's going to take the edge off of my loss. And it helps when I know that you can just hold the space for me in my tears. I'm sharing my story with you so that when you come across someone that's struggling, or if it's you that's feeling loss and pain right now, that, well, there's two things. So if you're the one that's holding the space, if you're the one that knows somebody is struggling, I invite you to give them the greatest present, which is your presence, without trying to fix them or change them or get them to think that it's divinely orchestrated and all is well and just, oh, that's just not going to freaking cut it. It's not. It can be helpful. But if somebody is in deep emotion, I invite you to really be with them. Ask them for what they need. Because a lot of times they just need a hug. A lot of times they just need to be heard. And if it's you that's struggling, if it's you that has a loss, then please, please reach out and say, hey, I need to be heard. I need to be held. I need to be witnessed. I'm struggling. And you could tell somebody, please don't fix me. Please don't give me your spiritual mumbo jumbo. And again, I'm Miss Spiritual. I'm Miss Positive Thinking. I can sometimes be Pollyanna, all that. However, I really am very conscious of when somebody is hurting, when to offer something else and when to just go, wow, I'm right here with you. And you could say, I don't know what to say, but I'm here for you. I got you. I wish I had words to help you. I'm right here. And if you have something of a spiritual nature that you want to share with them, you could say, can I offer you something from my spiritual perspective? And they hopefully will say no, if they don't want it. I would even invite you to not do that because they might say yes, and that takes them out of their feelings. We need to feel the pain. We need to feel the grief. We need to feel the loss. And you know what's really friggin' cool? When you share deeply your loss, your pain, like the people that are watching right now, I'm guessing that you're feeling more connected to me than if I was just giving you 10 tips to have a holiday season. You'd probably be like, first tip, okay, great. Second tip, okay. And then you'd probably go back to Facebook and look at other things. You're probably way more connected to me right now because I'm hurting and I'm sharing something really vulnerable with you. Vulnerability brings us closer. Sharing our truth and our pain brings us closer. So if you can't hold the space for somebody that's having a rough time, that's something you need to look at. Because spiritual bypass is a very friggin' scary thing. It is taking you away from your humanity. It's taking you away from your ability to be present with somebody. And mostly it's taking away from your journey and your healing growth, your healing path. Tom, you're the pilot in the left seat. The person in the right seat needs to just be there and pay attention. People need to be hugged daily. Don't forget your dog. I love that in so many ways. Don't forget your dog, because my dog, I never forget my dog. Well, I did forget him once because I had such bad insomnia and well, it's a long story. Anyway, your dog, your loved ones, take advantage of those people in the sense of reach out to them and let somebody else support you. Felicia, thank you for the hugs. Guys, I don't want to keep going on and on. I so love your heart. I love that you want to make a difference in people's lives. And I'm just asking you to be mindful or heartful. Be in your heart space and reach out to those that might be alone or have suffered a loss this year. And if it's you, reach out. Let people know that you're struggling. I'm having a little bit of a rough day. It's hard. There are days that are hard. And this season is hard. I miss my son terribly. And I get to share it with you guys. Aw, thank you, Jessica. And I have my hand on your backs too. We're in this together. So if you have found this message to be helpful, I'm going to ask you to share this Facebook Live with people that might need to have this message. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to encourage you to share it with, let's just say, 5 people that you think would be in need of this. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me reach more people. I want to make a difference in this world, and I do it by sharing my journey and sharing the wisdom I've gotten through the years. And as a friend of mine says, you know, I'm getting my PhD in loss in this lifetime. And I'm not thrilled that that's what I signed up for, but I am getting my PhD in loss and how to handle loss, how to talk about loss, and how to be there for other people with loss. And I also want to remind you that when you're truly vulnerable and in your heart, you connect more deeply with others. So if you're in a relationship and you want to connect more, share more. And if you're looking to partner with somebody and you're out there dating, strategic vulnerability, guys, when to open your heart and how to open your heart. Take good care of yourself and be conscious of what you need and ask for it. So that's it for today. I'll be chiming in more with thanks, Grace, and I want to know how you're doing soon. I've been emailing you, and I hope you're well. So guys, much love to you. May this holiday season be one of fullness and abundance and beauty and grace. And may you reach out to people if you need it. And please share this message if you know somebody. In fact, think of at least 5 people that you know that this can benefit, and please share it with them, because we all need to know that presence is more important than a present, and being in our heart space is the greatest gift we can give each other. All right. Adios, Mr. Ando. Bye, guys.